we're gonna rank all the most popular ways to make money online in 2026. Now, if you're wondering why you should listen to me, if it's the first time you see me, I've made thousands of dollars per day in profit. At my peak, I made just under 4,300 US dollars in 48 hours. And if you're wondering exactly how I did that, it wasn't dropshipping or day trading or crypto. I simply sold digital products. That's literally it. And if you want to learn from me step by step exactly how I did it so you can copy me too, check out the link in the description below. The first way to make money online in 2026 is to do high ticket. So what does high ticket mean and what is it exactly? High ticket simply means something expensive. So by expensive, what I mean is it should be priced between at least $1,000 all the way to $10,000. And technically, you can price like higher than that. There's no limit. For example, when people buy a home or a car, it's a high ticket item. It's worth like tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. So that's really, really high ticket. Now, if you're wondering, okay, but what are we selling exactly? You can sell a few things. You can sell services, but they suck. I'm going to explain that in just a second. You can sell info or courses, and that's the best way to do it, really. So why do services fucking suck? Well, if you think about it this way, a service, you're doing the work for someone else, right? Now, you work for yourself, sure, right, you're self-employed on paper, but you do the work for someone else. Like, your boss is not the boss directly from like your 9 to 5 or whatever, but your boss is your customer. They have to tell you what you need to do for them and then you have to do it. It's basically being a glorified freelancer. Now, the big difference between being a freelancer and being a service provider and agency owner is that you're not going to do everything alone, and it looks more like an actual business. Like if you want to do services the proper way, then you just hire other people and you manage them and they do the work for your customers. So you don't have to be in the trenches every single day. But at first, when you're just getting started, that is probably what you're going to be doing. So services suck. I did them back in 2021, 2022, and that's how I got my first clients, I was helping agency owners, coaches, consultants to book more sales calls for their businesses, because that's how you grow a high-ticket business. That's one of the ways to grow. Like you need to book more sales calls, because the more sales calls you conduct, well then the more clients you're going to get. But it's only one of the things that goes into scaling a high-ticket business, of course. The best thing you can sell for a high-ticket price, 1K to 10K, is info, and that means courses. So the best way I've seen this work is like you've got a course, and then maybe you have one weekly coaching call, or maybe a few weekly coaching calls with you, or maybe different experts you hire, etc., on the topic you're teaching. So the big pros of a high ticket is that you get a lot of money upfront per client. For example, that is not like a fake or anything. It's literally a Stripe notification I took from my own business. That was one of my first few real high ticket sales, for a course at least. And as you can see, like you get notifications telling you you received a payment of $1,000. And that wasn't even that high ticket. Let me show you something. Now, most people pay in installment plans, as you can see, like it's not thousands of euros every time the transactions, but you can see some transactions are like, for example, this one, 2,000 euros. That's somebody who paid in full or like in half, because high ticket is typically expensive stuff. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Now, the other downside of a high ticket is that you have to sell a solution to a painful problem. Like you can't just make a course that you sell for $10,000 to help everyday people have a pretty garden or cook some healthy food. It's not gonna work. Like if you could only target rich people somehow, sure, okay, do that, but you can't. Like you can't say in your ads or in your content, hey, only watch this if you're rich and only book a call if you're rich. It doesn't work that way. So if you want a high ticket offer to work, it needs to be about helping a person to achieve a great transformation, helping them to solve a painful problem. And typically there's like 3 main categories. There's health, wealth, relationships. If you can have a product around one of these 3 things, you're going to make a fuck ton of money, especially if you solve a painful problem. For example, you help people to invest in real estate, in the wealth niche, or you help content creators to get more sales through content, or you have an agency that makes their content for them. Like there are so many different things you can do. And in relationships, you could coach people on how to find the love of their life or things like that, how to avoid a divorce. Like there's so many different things. So for that reason, I'm going to put it in S tier because it is one of the best ways to make money online because it's really high profit. When you sell a digital product, it's like 90 to 96% in profit. Just like with any business, there are cons, but most of the ways to make money online, you'll see they don't fucking work. And how do I know? Well, I tried all of them. I was a broke kid from the low middle class who just wanted to get rich, and so naturally, I typed how to get rich on the YouTube search bar. I've watched like hundreds of how to make money online videos. I discovered it when I was like 11, 12 years old. Now I'm 23, so that was like 11, 12 years ago. It's pretty nuts when you think about it. Next up on the list, still on the topic of selling digital products, we've got school. Now people get a bit confused here sometimes because they think that school itself is the business model. No, no, no. School is not a business model. School is a software platform that allows you to sell digital products. Saying that school is the business model, it's the same thing as saying that like ClickFunnels is the business model or Kajabi is the business model. What the fuck is a Kajabi business? It's a digital product business. The same thing is true with school. So on school, there's many different things you can do. You can have a free community. You can even sell high-ticket stuff on school directly, like you take your sales calls, etc. And then the people who buy, you put them in a school group. Like school, honestly, is one of the best platforms I've ever tried. It is the best platform to sell courses because the interface is great. You've got a community with almost a forum. You've got a classroom with different online courses, etc. There's even a calendar where you can see like the next calls when they're happening, etc. So you can join. I can see members. You can see a map. So for example, if we look here, you could like click on this, see this person's profile, just follow them, message them, etc. And you might meet your new best friend, just like that. There's also a leaderboard, which is basically like ranking the people in the community to see who's the most active. So school is a pretty fucking awesome platform. The main things being the community, classroom, and calendar. Like before I used to go on Discord and message people with the fucking Zoom link every week and it was annoying. Now I just put it there and boom. Super simple, super easy. So there's different things that people sell on school. They can sell a one-time course. Like for example, they're going to make a course for $197, boom, they sell it. Or it can be like a one-time fee, an expensive one too, like it can be $1997, for example. Or the most typical thing that people sell on school is a monthly recurring membership. And so what that is for example, people pay $50 a month, or even more than that. It can be $129 a month or more, and then they get access to everything I showed you, community, classroom, the map feature, etc., everything. And if they stop paying, well, they just lose access to everything. Because with high ticket, yes, you make more money, like directly per sale, and so high ticket can give you a higher lifetime value per customer, basically how much money a customer spends with you over their lifetime. But like at some point it stops. Like when they're done paying you like in full or they're done paying the installment plans, it's done. Whereas with school, technically, somebody can stay subscribed forever and that creates massive monthly recurring revenue. Because with high ticket, yes, you get payment plans, but every month you're kind of starting from zero. So that can be fucking annoying. And technically, like if you were to ask me, would you rather make, let's say, I don't know, $10,000 a month with 10 people or with 100 people? Assuming I don't have to like work hard either way, like I can just get either one with the same amount of effort. Which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments down below. But I'm going to tell you which one I would pick. I would pick the model that makes me more money with more people. You know why? Because let's say you have 2 customers and you make $10,000 a month. Each client is bringing, let's say, $5,000. Well, if one of them decides to cancel, they change their mind, their card gets blocked, or whatever the fuck happens, you lose half your monthly income. Whereas if you've got 100 people, 1,000 people, one person stops paying you $9 to $130 a month. You don't care, you've got hundreds or thousands of others, and then you can just get another people in as easily. So it doesn't completely kill your revenue, but initially school can be much slower to start off because you might need more volume. And simply because monthly recurring revenue tends to compound, whereas high ticket sales are more linear. So for that reason, I'm going to put it in S tier. And if you're wondering, okay, but how do I know if I should pick school or if I should pick high ticket? Because you are smart and you understand that selling digital products is the best way to make money online ever. Why? Well, because it's 90 to 96% profit, and because you only have to make the fucking course one time, and then you can sell it for years to come. Like seriously, even when businesses sell physical products, they can sell them for years sometimes, sure, right, but it's lower profit, it's 5 to 20% profit max, and then they have to ship it out, they have to do all these fucking things, make sure it's in stock, it's horrible. You don't have any of that. You just send people to a page, they buy, boom, they get access to the course. That's it, that's done. And all you gotta do after that is show up to 1 call a week, maybe. Like, that's pretty much it. I don't know what you think, but it's a pretty neat way of making money, especially considering you can do what you love and make a lot of money. For example, in school, there's a guy who makes 20K per month teaching people how to play Counter-Strike, a video game. There's another guy who makes the same amount of money just painting stuff. That's pretty fucking nuts when you think about it. Whereas with high ticket, it's more limited because you have to solve a painful problem. People are not going to pay you $5,000 to learn how to have a pretty garden. Now, some people would pay you $5,000 so that you, for example, fly out with them for one day and then you together, you do a garden activity, I don't know. But it would be smart to monetize every segment of the market. For example, having like technically a super low offer, $9 a month or something, having a $50 a month offer, and then maybe having a $5,000 offer. That way you monetize every segment of the market and you give them different things, of course. The more expensive it is, well, the more attention they're going to get from you, etc. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Next up on the list, we've got crypto investing. Now, crypto, sure, you can make some money with that. Like, I'll be honest, some people became overnight crypto millionaires. They dumped some money into a shitcoin and it worked great for them. But that's not gonna happen for you or for me or for 99% of people. And look, if you think, oh no, but maybe I can get lucky. Well, I hope for you that you'll get lucky, but life doesn't work that way. Like in anything that you do, you have to make your own luck, unless you naturally are a very lucky person. But the truth is, if you naturally were a super lucky person, well, maybe you would have been born into a billionaire family. Or you wouldn't be watching this video because you'd have a successful business already, because everything would come to you effortlessly, or whatever the hell lucky people get, I don't know. But I can tell you, I was never the lucky kind. I grew up fucking poor, I struggled all my life, it was hell. But at least I'm showing you that if you work hard on the right thing, well, you can get paid a lot of money because you don't rely on luck. If you just rely on investing some money into a shitcoin, like, come on, how bad do you actually want it? I'm not saying you can't invest into crypto or more risky things, but it shouldn't be your main focus. Like, if investing in crypto is your plan to get rich, you are a fucking idiot. Like, there's no other way of saying it. And when investing your money, you should follow the 80-20 or the 90-10 rule. So what does it mean exactly? 80% of the time you invest in safe things, or 90% of the time. And 10 to 20% of the time, okay, sure, invest into risky things that you could hit it big, but you could also lose everything. Because if you put all your money into it, well, you lose 100% of your money. Pretty fucking stupid. And there's so many like celebrities, influencers, just look it up. Like even Justin Bieber, he invested more than $1 million into some sad monkey NFT or something. I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but it lost 95% of its value. So don't wait to invest in crypto to get rich. I'm going to put this in D tier because it is not a strategy. It's just fucking gambling. You don't know if it's going to go up. You don't know if it's going to go down. You can't fucking predict it. No one can. Next up on the list, we've got eBay reselling. So typically what people do is they either resell stuff that they already own, that they don't use anymore, but technically that's not really a business. You're just reselling some of your old stuff to make some quick cash. And I mean, that's good. You should do that if you want some extra cash. Technically you lost money because you're always reselling old stuff for less than new stuff. But I mean, right now it's good to like sell some stuff you don't use. You get some extra cash, like a few $100, and you're pretty happy about it. We've all done that. I used to like have all the books that my parents bought for me. I would just resell them. Like I'd read them, of course, but then I would sell them. And I made probably a few $100 doing that over the course of, my whole life. But by eBay reselling, what I mean is people go and try to find like brands like Supreme or whatever, Nike, Adidas, and then they try to get them for cheap and resell them for more. And because these are items that people really want, like especially like, actual brands that are popular and liked by most people, then you can make good money doing that. But I'm going to be honest with you, it's not a proper business. It is a side hustle. Like I don't know anybody, like maybe there's a few people who sure made like 100K with it, but like that's pretty much it. You're not going to become rich or you're not going to be able to quit your job just by doing some eBay reselling. And if you think you know better, then okay, sure, go ahead, go try it. At some point, you gotta make your own mistakes too. You gotta get burnt. As much as I tell people, sell digital products on anything because it's the best way to make money online. And that's why all the gurus sell courses, because digital products is the best thing you can sell. That's it. Like, that is literally it. But I know that sometimes, just in the same way that you tell a kid, don't touch a hot stove, sometimes the kid is gonna have to touch the hot stove and realize, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Or maybe you need to go and try some, I don't know, dropshipping, crypto, or eBay reselling, and then you'll realize, oh, this is actually a lot more shit than I thought it would be. So if you want to make a few extra $100, resell your old stuff, maybe flip a few items if you manage to find them, but this has very, very limited potential. You might make a few $100 a month extra at best, but I would say if you're gonna put all that time and effort into something which is that limited, why not instead just do a proper business? Sell digital products, and with that same amount of work and effort, you could make 10 times the money. So for that reason, I'm going to put it in C tier because you can actually make money more predictably compared to investing in crypto, but it's not going to be a lot. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast.